Hello, everybody, investors of the New Black Wall Street. This is ERGJ, the Intelligent Investor, your presiding partner with our weekly address. And I just want to say that I'm super excited about everything that we're doing. We are now up to about 500 members. Just to give you an idea, we started back about March 3rd of this year. And so in 2 months, we've grown to almost 500 members. That is absolutely phenomenal. But what that tells me is that we are doing something good and that we are making a difference and we're impacting lives. And so that's what it's all about. Our goal is to grow in wisdom and in wealth, wisdom coming first because wisdom is the principal thing. And wealth will spawn off from the wisdom that we get, the knowledge that we get, the understanding that we get, and applying it into our lives. And so just to let you know, wisdom, it starts here. This is where the wealth mindset, this is where the millionaire mindset comes. It comes right here. We have to start to understand how wealthy people operate and what they do. And one of the things that wealthy people do is they invest. And so what we're doing, we're investing in ourselves by starting a book club. So this is the book that we'll be reading, The Intelligent Investor by Benjamin Graham. It's 600 pages, about 20 chapters, so we'll go through a chapter a week. I haven't figured out all the details as far as this meeting and all that stuff, but we'll go through a chapter a week, and then maybe we can find some time in our schedules to get together and discuss it. But what I will do is I'll start a weekly discussion about the book, and you guys can kind of chime in on your takeaways from that particular chapter. What you took away from it. We'll kind of go through that. Hopefully we'll get a lot of conversation about this book. I noticed that there's 2 topics that we discussed recently that got a lot of conversation. One being marijuana stocks and the other being Mayweather. And so I hope that this book and this book club and what we're doing that by going through this book will spawn just as much conversation as those other areas or topics that we find interesting. I want to welcome all of our new members. Thanks so much for joining in. You are a part of the family. You've either been invited or you found us on your own. And what we are looking to do is to find ways to build wealth. And one of the ways that we're starting is to understand the stock market and understand the economy, understand how money works so that we can make money work for us. Now, that's not the only type of investing, but that is a very convenient way of investing because of the power of the internet. At the power of my hands, I have the internet, and I'm able to make decisions, buy, sell, and trade, and make money right from the comfort of my phone. And so, real estate is another place. Obviously, we want you to eventually get to a place where you're owning property, that you're owning the land that your businesses are on as well, and we'll get there also. Now, one thing that I will say is I hope that you would read all the articles that you can read and you watch all the videos that you can watch. Every Monday at 8 o'clock, we meet at 8 o'clock Eastern via webinar. You're invited to attend. You'll see that posting in our group. And then every other Saturday, we'll meet for our next level. These are for people that have gotten through their first 7 steps. They're looking to start doing other strategies as far as options, futures, commodities, foreign exchange, things like that. So we're going to use the Saturday calls for the intermediate. And then we also have once a month, we do what we call KidVest, where we're going to teach your children about the stock market, about investing. Warren Buffett, the second richest man in America, he started investing when he was 11 years old. And your children have the same opportunity to invest while they're young. And it's through what we call custodial accounts. So some of the progress that we've made since we've come together is we've seen a ton of people open up their brokerage account, first brokerage account ever. We've seen a ton of people buy their first stock. We've seen custodial accounts being open for the kids and the custodial accounts being funded and stock purchased for the kids. I mean, I'm just overwhelmed and overjoyed, but we're going to keep moving forward. One thing that we have coming down the pike is we want to re-roll out the business directory. This is a place where you can share with us what you do, what you offer, what services or products you offer, so that we can compile that in one particular area so that as you're looking for services, if someone in our group offers it, then you can reach out to them and maybe you will work with them versus calling somebody out the yellow pages or looking up Google. So we want to support one another in our businesses. We want to hopefully have money circulating between us versus it going out so fast into other communities. One thing I would say is when you look at the new Black Wall Street, obviously we're paying homage to history, which was the old Black Wall Street from Tulsa, Oklahoma, and from Raleigh, Durham, North Carolina, and I believe from Jackson Ward in Virginia. But the New Black Wall Street is not a physical location. The New Black Wall Street really is a spirit. It's a spirit of wealth, because when we look at a balance sheet, we see red and we see black. Red being in debt, black being in wealth. And so what we're conditioning our minds to do is that when we hear black or we see black, we think wealth. We think money, we think surplus, we think over and above, because that's really, when we look at money, that's what black represents. So the New Black Wall Street isn't a physical location. It is wealth that's built, because as it being a spirit, it will never die. See, we could build all of this wealth, we can build all these businesses and build all these corporations, but guess what? They could be torn down. But what can't be torn down is what we've learned. What can't be torn down or taken away is what the skills that we've acquired. And so we can just very easily rebuild anything that's torn down because of hate, because of racism, because of anger. So when you think of wealth, when you think of the Black Wall Street, the New Black Wall Street is circulated around wealth accumulation. That's what the black represents. It has nothing to do with our skin color, even though we know in our community, this is a financial responsibility, and education is a place that our community definitely needs. And even understanding the stock market is definitely something that we should understand as well, because it's part of the capitalistic society that many of us, we live in. So at any rate, that's really all. Check us out Monday night. If you're available next Saturday, check us out next Saturday. We do record the Monday calls. We keep meeting minutes as well, so we do a summary of everything that we discussed. That's in the file section of our group. I can't go over everything in this video just because we don't have enough time, but I will tell you that another thing that is I've just released is the one-on-one coaching. And so for many of you, you've come to the meetings, you've joined the conference calls, but you still need some one-on-one attention. And so that is available to you. I do offer it at a discounted price for New Black Wall Street members. So if you're looking for some one-on-one coaching, either in your retirement review or in learning about the stock market and making selections for your portfolio as far as buying stock, investing in stock, then I'm available to assist you there. We'll have to set up, so just reach out to me. We'll set up some time. But I want to thank you again for joining the New Black Wall Street. I want to thank you all that have supported, all that are making this engine go. It's not just me, it's we, it's Team We. And so I just believe that as we continue to move forward, that we will continue to prosper, and that we will continue to pay homage to the original Black Wall Street. Have a great week.